Alright, listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And remember how we said we were going to be doing the Heysays this week? Or at least starting? I kind of want to do something special with at least the first video we're doing. So I want to do it when we hit 500 subscribers on here.
Which was like 10 away.
Yeah, we're pretty close, so I'm just going to hold off till next week. If we're not there next week, whatever. But just wanted to give it one more week before I do it. Then I still have to set it up. So, because I've been slacking. It's been busy lately.
No, he's just lazy.
Yeah, give it to you. But anyways, we're going to go over the film Peter Jackson's King Kong. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of the original, but with newer graphics.
Or
Andy Serkis as King Kong.
Or they tricked you into thinking it's newer graphics.
Yes. We'll get into it in a second.
Which we'll get
if you guys haven't seen the original King Kong, and haven't seen this one, there is a movie producer that wants to go to an island because he finds a map that is the fictional Skull Island, which nobody has ever heard about, except for the crew members that are on the thing because they've magically been there this one time. Even though nobody knows where it's at. Crazy, right? So, he needs funding. They don't want to give him the money. So, he just has to take what money he has from them and just leaves. Finds suckers and actress into going with them and a script writer. And they go to Skull Island to capture King Kong. Well, to film King Kong. And then it amounts to, oh, isn't it convenient that the guys that are taking us here also can smuggle animals? And then it gets loose and wreaks havoc in New York City.
You know what I'm upset about? Is how they put the King Kong to sleep. It's not like the first one with juice berries and magical stuff, you know.
Well, the original one, it's been a long time, but I remember the scene very distinctly where they are literally throwing stuff at Kong and he passes out. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like chloroform. Then in the King Kong vs. Godzilla version, they literally just get him drunk and he passes out.
Yeah, that's how this should have worked.
Yeah, I actually really love that one. I hope they do that in King Kong vs. Godzilla when they do it in the new one. He just gets like flat out drunk and they just take him off.
Oh, I want to see that.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Instead of just trying to drug him. Which, I don't know how that's going to work for a 300-foot monster. I kind of understand for like the 25, 30-foot tall gorilla, but yeah. The new Kong, I imagine, is not going to be like full gorilla. That's stupid huge, so the same tactics probably aren't going to work.
We'll see.
But anyways, let's talk about the plot. What did you think about the plot?
It actually wasn't that bad. Okay, like the story and the plot, if you take like half of the movie, chop it and throw it away in trash, the movie's amazing.
Yeah, for me, I really like it for the most part because it kind of hits the same beats as the original film, but they tried to update it a little bit by adding a little bit of humor with Jack Black, while also trying to make him a little bit of a more serious actor, which comes to various success.
Okay, let's just get this out of the way. Okay, the first negative thing about this movie, Jack Black.
Oh, it's hit and miss. Sometimes I really love him because I think he actually makes for a pretty good movie producer on camera. But then again, there's also scenes when he's talking where I'm just like, oh God, shut up, man. You're not trying to be funny. It's just not working for me.
I can't take this guy seriously. Every time I see him, I just think of Nacho Libre.
Because for the most part, I actually enjoy him a lot more when he's on the island. And like their trip to the island. Like when he's trying to be a scoundrel and swindle everybody, he's way more entertaining. But there's like the bar scene when he's trying to get whatever her name is. When he's trying to get Anne, that's her name. Took me a sec.
It's okay.
Also, just but anyways, like that scene in general, I don't really enjoy the acting in it. Anyways,
well, to be honest with you, just take like first 50 minutes of this movie, cut it out. It'll be fine.
Yeah, essentially, just go straight to Kong Island and also skip the native scene because I'm not a big fan of that one either.
Why?
I just don't like the way it's shot. Like when they go to that weird shaky, like trying to make it scary camera angles. It's stupid. Like, I really despise it. It's only really during this sequence. And it just kind of takes me out of the movie. Like, I think if they would have just had a shot like they do with the rest of the movie and just left it go, it would have been way more effective.
Way more effective?
Yes. I can't talk today. I can't talk most days, but especially today.
It's okay, we're talking about this movie. It's acceptable.
It's a,
I watched a special edition movie that's like 3 hours and 38 minutes long, I think it was.
Yeah, it's stupid long. It's like watching the Lord of the Rings trilogies, but not as exciting.
I was like, oh.
Although they do add some extra sequences when he actually fights the river serpent.
Whatever that thing is.
Yeah, because he fights one in the original one too.
Well, it's not as bad as when he fights the robot one, when he's just like choking himself with it. I'm like, what is this, a radi asphyxiation or something?
Yeah, he's just like, I got this. I'm fighting it, you guys. I'm totally not wrapping it around me.
Let me help you out with that. Oh, yeah, that's the spot.
But there is definitely a lot of the plot that really could have been cut for this film.
A lot.
Because there's a lot of the beginning sequences where it's just trying to build up character, and I feel like they could have dumped a decent amount of that just to make the movie go by a little bit quicker.
I feel like they were trying to make us fall in love with these characters, and I personally couldn't.
Yeah, the only character I really don't mind is Jack for the most part. Like, Anne's okay for the majority of the stuff, but there's certain scenes where she's got and then there's certain scenes where I actually really like her a lot. Jack's overall, other than when he gets knocked off the log and they're all in the pit area and they get attacked by the insects, that part's just bad in general. But he also sucks in that one too.
That entire, the part is.
It's another scene that just should have been cut, I feel.
That part should not even exist.
Anyways, okay, so for the plot, it's okay. I overall still enjoy it because it still hits a lot of the same beats. But it could have been slimmed.
My issue is it's just way too long. 3 hours and 19 minutes the original movie is. It's still, that's a lot to swallow.
Yeah, it takes... I haven't saw it twice in theaters. Because I went and saw it by myself. And then it was Jessica and I's first date. Because she really wanted to go too. I'm like, okay, I like popcorn. So we'll move on to the monsters in this movie, which we have Kong, which is the best reason to watch this movie. Kong's amazing looking.
I don't know how they pulled this off. Alright, like Steve just said, he's freaking amazing.
Kong is done really well in this movie.
Yeah.
Especially with how Andy Serkis actually did the acting for it. Did a phenomenal job. That guy does great work at anything he's in. And Kong's done really well with the special effects. Love the guy. Definitely the best reason to watch this movie.
Any other special effect?
Yeah, then once we get off Kong. Because for the most part, I feel like scenes with Kong, really awesome. Scenes with Kong and a human, still pretty good. Although the human, actually, for me, the way they have the special effects set up and how the humans seem a little bit more contrast to the environment around them. Mm-hmm. Because it feels like they were filmed differently than what the CGI was filmed.
Yeah.
So it stands out a bit for me. And so, but for Kong, since he looks so good, and usually the stuff involving him is done really well anyways, it's forgivable. But, when you get, scenes with, humans with dinosaurs, some of the dinosaurs already look kind of weird as it is, but then there's, the infamous Brontosaurus or Brachiosaurus, whatever you want to call him, stampeding through the canyon. That scene is horrible. Just from the lighting on the dinosaurs looks really bad. You have the... I don't want to call them raptors, but they're kind of like Allosaurus-ish. Where they're running in between the Brachiosaurus, or whatever you want to call him. And you can tell, he's underneath the dinosaur, but there's still light on him. So so it's dark, but the dinosaur's still kind of well lit, and so is the person it's chasing. And then again, you have that same problem. People stand out like a sore thumb compared next to the special effects in this movie. So when some of the other special effects isn't really working out as well, it looks atrocious at that point. I almost wish there's just guys in suits chasing after the people.
Yeah, there's certain parts where these monsters should have been removed.
And then there's also the pit scene, which is what I'm going to call it, where the insects come up. That, I don't know what they were thinking. Some of the insects are pretty entertaining. Because there's with the guys trying to climb the rocks, and he gets pulled in by the crab, the lobster pincer claw, whatever.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of cool. But then when the insects are trying to attack the people, you could tell that they're just kind of flailing around. I don't really believe that the insects are on, especially Jack Black, where he's just spinning his gun around and nothing. There's literally, it looks like he's hitting things, but the gun isn't jerking or anything at all. So it just feels really fake. And then it kind of takes away from the danger of the scene then.
I think it's the amount of insects that were supposed to be in there what made it really bad.
Oh yeah, like how everybody should have been dead.
Yeah.
Like dead done died, especially in some of the scenes. Like the one guy gets swarmed by the snail things, and then he gets like engulfed by a bunch of them, but the way they were trying to eat him, he should have been okay, but he wasn't. I like it when it gets a hold of his head, he's just like, just starts spasming. Like, didn't try to stab it or anything, you know? Because you know where your head is. And you already could tell that he could chop their heads off with the knife he had, so... Whatever. And then there's also the scene where the kid is getting ready to shoot at Jack. And he's like, get him off me. And literally the guy is like, alright. Just closing his eyes, guns flailing everywhere. Only hits the bugs. I'm supposed to believe that? Really? Really? I can't believe this movie wanted an award for special effects. Granted, Kong, fantastic work. But the rest of the movie, really? I gotta see what came out that year.
Kong fighting those T-Rexes?
That's actually pretty cool.
That is a good scene right there.
But then again, you don't really get to see the human, and then when she's in it, she's also special effects.
Yeah.
So she blends in at that point.
Yeah.
So it looks good. Overall, I like those scenes. I guess the only weird ones like when they're like swinging in the vines.
Oh god, that was so bad.
That's actually a little goofy. I didn't mind it. Like overall, just the entire fight in general is pretty sweet. Also, I like how they upped the ante because in the original film, he only fights one.
Oh, he had 3.
Yeah, this one he fights 3. And I think it's done pretty well.
Oh, it's amazing, like the fight scenes where he's just like, he's holding her in one hand, one he's beating with the rock, and the other one he's holding with the foot, and the other one with the other foot. I was like, this guy's my hero. This guy's amazing.
Then again, though, it kind of goes into the trend of this film just having way too much overkill.
Yeah.
Like, did it need 3 T-Rexes? Like, it's cool. It kind of works in that scene for me. But then it's like, in the pit, didn't really need that many bugs. Makes it unbelievable. Stampede through the canyon. Too much things going on. Doesn't make it believable.
I would have been fine with 2 T-Rexes. I get it, like male and female.
Even with the villagers, like, do we need that many villagers? Like, how did everybody not die? Also, when people are shooting, you think, like, natives would start whipping spears at them or something. They all just kind of ran. And then they know they have guns, but they go back to the boat to kidnap the girl. Like, it doesn't seem very smart.
In conclusion, this movie's not very believable.
No. It's one of those, like, if you sit there and think about it, all the flaws start showing up. It's like Dragon Ball Z. You just run with it. You just watch it for your own visual amusement.
But then here comes another problem, though. Is you sit in there for 3 hours and 20 minutes watching the same movie.
You're going to start thinking about it.
Start thinking about it.
Yeah.
Alright, so for the monsters, King Kong, amazing. T-Rexes, pretty good. Everything else, Oh, well, you know what? There's one scene when he's fighting the T-Rexes and she runs into that log.
Oh, yeah, that part I actually really like, because that actually seems believable.
Yeah, those 2 bugs.
Yeah, really, you're in a log, okay, thing crawls on you, she freaks out, runs out, and that's when she sees the T-Rexes. Or, like, I-Rex? I can't remember if they actually had a special name for this.
I don't honestly know, so I'm just going to call him T-Rex. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to...
Yeah, somebody will correct us. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm used to it by now. I also like, too, when she's sitting on the log and just doesn't notice the one just, like, kind of chilling next to her, just staring. Yeah, it takes so long for the thing to try to eat her, too. Like, did we need that much tension? It could have just came out of nowhere and it would have done the same effect.
He was like, hey, how's it going? How's your day? You know, I'm about to eat you, right?
Yeah.
What's new with you?
Yeah. Oh, I can't reach you, damn it. And then towards the end of the movie, you get King Kong, after he gets captured, he escapes because everybody's taking pictures and whatnot. He gets super angry, breaks out of the chains. Which I do love because that's very classic. And then he runs around in New York, climbs the skyscraper, and gets taken down eventually. And gets defeated by gravity. Which then we get my least favorite line of the entire movie is, 'twas beauty that killed the beast, coming out of Jack Black's mouth. I don't know why, but that felt so wrong to me. And I love Jack Black. Like, I don't want to bash the guy. Like, Tenacious D, hilarious. I love the Pick of Destiny. Most movies he's in, I actually really enjoyed it. But for me, when he was trying to be like actual serious in this movie at times, it really didn't work for me. At all.
Yet again, Jack Black.
I just saw Goosebumps. I loved him in Goosebumps.
All I can think about is freaking Nacho Libre.
I'll give you that one.
I'm like, oh.
So in the end, I just think this movie's just okay. I didn't remember. So in the end, this movie's okay. It's not amazing. It's not super bad. It just works for me.
Yeah, it's got its flaws. The CGI in some parts are really bad, especially with the humans, and it's way too long for me.
Yeah, but then again, some of the CGI actually looks really nice, and I still think they actually captured the essence of the original Kong movie. But then again, they also inflated it a lot too, so there's some give and take with this film.
A double-edged sword.
Yeah, because at least with like the '98 Godzilla, I already feel like they already knew they were going to go the campy route to begin with. So a lot of the weird stuff that happens in the movie, I'm okay with, because I can accept it for what it is. Kong tries to be a little bit more serious, so then I start finding some of these questions really odd.
I don't know, like I feel like if they would just shaved it up a little bit.
Yeah, I got it down to about 2 hours. I would have been a lot happier.
It definitely would have been a better movie. But like for a kaiju movie, okay, King Kong, okay. But like anything else, it's like, no.
Yeah, I personally prefer the original over this one. Even the Japanese versions, with King Kong Escapes and King Kong vs. Godzilla, I just think they're a little bit more fun films than this one.
Yeah, he grabs a tree.
Shoves it in his mouth. Instead of getting him grabbing the girl and just showing him what he wants.
Don't you disrespect my favorite scene of that movie.
Yeah, because she shouldn't have been dead either, repeatedly. Especially when he's running with her. He's literally just... She's fine, though.
She died a long time ago in that movie.
Yeah.
With the first 5 minutes when Kong, she was dead.
And then everybody's super sad when Kong died at the end, even though he literally kidnapped her. Then she fell in love with his kidnapper. Wow, that...
You know what? We're done with this.
Yeah, I was just like, man, that got kind of dark quick.
We're done with this review. Thanks for watching, guys.
So what do you guys think of King Kong? Please let us know in the comments section below. And actually, I don't own an SH Monster Arts King Kong.
You're slacking, Steve.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only one I'm really missing that isn't like a remold, other than Gigan, which I'm hopefully getting for my birthday.
No, you're not that special, Steve.
Aww. But I want one. I'm getting a Red King finally for my Ultraman figures. Thank you, Sovereign Res.
You're getting pictures coming to my address.
Yeah, but I get to pick them up.
No.
I paid for them.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Brian.
well, sorry, $2. I'm sorry, I didn't give you $2 yet.
Brian, where's my money at? That $2 turned into $56 with interest and it's going up. Hey, Brian, where's my money at?
Anyways, what you guys think of King Kong? Listen in the comment section below. Help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.